Hi there. My name is Lenny Solomon. I'm a songwriter and a singer. Been doing it for a number of years. Here to play some songs for you today. First song is I wrote for one of my kids. For you parents out there, I don't know if you're ever given the line, if you ask your kid to do something, and they say, just 5 more minutes, Dad, 5 more minutes. I used to get that. Then I wrote the song. I didn't get it that much after this. Before you close your door, in 5 more minutes, come just wait and see. In 5 more minutes, you can count on me. I wanna roll away from the light of the judgment day. I wanna rock all night, not think about what's wrong or right. Give me 5 more minutes, 5 minutes more. Give me 5 more minutes before you close your door. In 5 more minutes, I won't take you for the fool. In 5 more minutes, I'll live by every rule. If every grain of sand is the measure of a man, must just be my dumb luck that you came to clean me up. 5 o'clock in the morning, can't feel the sky or the ground. Eyes are glazed in a drunken haze, hear nothing except for the sound of angels flapping over me, devils down in a hole. They're carrying on for the life of me who has a better claim to my soul. Give me 5 more minutes, 5 minutes more. Give me 5 more minutes before you close your door. In 5 more minutes, come just make a deal. In 5 more minutes, you'll know that I'm for real. Well, that's a song. Sometimes kids inspire. Fortunately, I have a good relationship with my kids now. A few years ago, I was offered a gig in November, late November, and it was a really good gig. And I asked my band members, usually I play with 2 other people, Bill Gibbs, guitar player, Don Barry on bass. And I asked them if they could make the gig, and bass player said, well, I don't know, that date is my anniversary. I don't think my lady's going to let me do it. So I said, well, ask, find out, let me know. So he did, and his lady said, well, you can do the gig if Lenny writes a song about a cat, because I just love cats. So I took up the challenge, wrote this tune. Well, the cat in the hat had a lover's look, complete with bedroom eyes. Shirt and pants pressed perfectly, wouldn't be denied. Words as sweet as honey, moves as smooth as silk. He could charm a baby out of its mother's milk. Well, the cat in the hat was getting down, feeling pretty tight, but talking up some lady he hoped to make that night. He told her that he loved her, that they should spend more time to get to know each other and then intertwine. Well, the cat in the hat just didn't see Big Jake across the street. Seemed to take objection to the cool man's cheek. Walked up to the two of them, then stepped in between. Said, boy, this is my woman, now I'm gonna treat you mean. Well, the cat in the hat held up his hands, said, I meant no offense. Big Jake, he didn't give a damn, spared him no expense. He just knocked him silly, threw him through a wall, into a back alley, just like a bouncing ball. Well, the cat in the hat just didn't move till he was assured Big Jake's jealous anger was at least a little cured. Got up and looked around him, then he walked away. Said, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Yes, that's what that cat did say. Well, the cat in the hat went on the run, chose not to stick around. He just left that city for another town, where he found another corner where still remains, saying to the passing woman, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Saying to the passing women, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Well, that's Cat in the Hat. I like to bicycle. Getting out in the air and pedaling around. About 12, 15 years ago, I was in what was my fifth, I think, bike accident. I was riding down the street and somebody opened their door. It was a busy street. And I tried to swerve and not hit the woman who was getting out of the car, and I jammed on my brakes. And I landed square in my chin, and my beard didn't cushion me enough, and I broke my jaw in 2 places. When you break your jaw, you're wired together. It's like you get braces put on your teeth and then they wire them together so that the bone sets properly. So I was wired together for about 6, 7 weeks. And when that happens, it's hard to talk. And so I tried to look at the positive side of things and tried to listen more. This is one of the songs that came out of that period. There's sounds all around us, like the trickling of water, like the wind through the windows that rattles the shades. And the curtain blows open from the storm that's been drifting from North Carolina down the coast of Maine. And the cat's at the back door, crying and scratching, looking for action in the heart of the day. And the crows are screeching, they're forever searching for coons on the highway, a place to pray. And the people are talking, they're talking about problems, small fleeting moments that get us engaged. About the boss that don't tell them about nothing important, but it doesn't matter, that pattern's so strange. And the listener just listens to all of the heartache, to the sounds of the city, the dramas of life. And the listener rocks slowly on the porch that's been creaking, always a-thinking, stays sharp as a knife. Oh doctor, my lady don't love me. She won't lift a finger when push comes to shove. It's not what is due me, it's not what I wanted. I truly need guidance and help from above. I can't see beyond me, my world is a-swirling. I need help to manage to level my road. I can see you're a kind man, I see you're a wise man, Give me some wisdom, help ease my load. And the listener just listens to all of the heartache, to the sounds of the city, the drummers of life. And the listener rocks slowly on the porch, it's been creaking, always a thinking, stays sharp as a knife. My back has grown weary, my world it is wanting. This trial of my lifetime owes me a few. I really could use a spark of good fortune, but since I don't have one, you'll have to do. I'm getting older, my fingers they fail me. Go fetch my pillow to comfort my birth. Go sugar my coffee, go drop off my letter. Your life is mine now for what it is worth. And the listener just listens to all of the heartache, to the sounds of the city, the drummers of life. And the listener rocks slowly on the porch, it's been creaking, always a thinking, stay sharp as a knife. And the listener rocks slowly on the porch, it's been creaking, always a thinking, stay sharp as a knife. Well, that's what happens sometimes. Always wanted to write a rockabilly song. Didn't quite ever get down to it. Rockabilly people seem to have so much fun. You know, they play out all the time, they go to bars, they raise hell. So I wrote this next song. It's called Rockabilly Kid. It's on my third album called Maybe Today. I don't know if it made it as a rockabilly song. You'll have to let me know, maybe. He said life had no rules, so he dropped right out of school. At the tender age of 7, he seemed to know that his and heaven's paths would probably never cross. Nobody would be his boss, bought a guitar at a pawn shop. From that time he didn't stop, and then he'd drink until he can't think, and he'd walk in walls, and he'd crawl down the halls where he lived, that rockabilly kid. Stetson hat and ranch wear shirt. He said, Mama, let's talk dirt. Cowboy boots and sequin vest. He said, honey, come be my guest. Guitar slung low, mouth on the mic. He'd sing his songs all through the night. And in between the sets, he'd double as a gambling man, get into trouble. And then he'd drink until he can't think. He'd walk in the walls, and he'd crawl down the halls where he lived, that rockabilly kid. Now he's old, he's lost in time, sings for you for one thin dime, tells you not to be a mourner about his life down on the corner where he sings from noon to night to all the folks that aren't from sight. Then he packs his old guitar, heads down to the nearest bar where he drinks until can't think, and then he walks in the walls, and he crawls down the halls where he lives, that rockabilly kid. I don't know. I don't know if that makes me a rockabilly guy or not. Maybe the hat does. There's some controversy nowadays about a process called fracking. What is it's a shorter name for hydraulic fracturing of shale, where a gas company drills a hole miles into the earth on top of shale, and then with another builds another pipe, and then forces high pressure water through the first pipe, and it extracts the methane from deep underground, and then through the second pipe the methane comes up, which is natural gas. This is a story about a fellow in Pennsylvania who used to be a coal miner, and coal kind of went out of favor as a pretty dirty fuel, and then natural gas company came to him and said, "Can I drill a well on your property?" And he said, "That's great, you know, and make some money," and he did. But he also found that there are downsides sometimes to things like this. There's a YouTube a video on YouTube about this fellow in Democ County, in Democ, Pennsylvania, Susquehanna County. In Susquehanna County, we work our fingers to the bone all day in the coal mines to buy a little home. When coal went out of favor, I thought my time had passed, but I felt resurrected when they fracked natural gas. Soon after the well went up, I sidled to my sink, Feeling kinda thirsty, thought I'd draw myself a drink. But as I turned the faucet on, I heard a little hiss. Hadn't heard that sound before, knew something was amiss. That day my faucet caught on fire. Flames were tumbling down the drain, smoke was getting high. The more I turned the water on, the more it fueled the blaze. I wondered what was going on, was it the end of days? Oh, I went into a neighbor's house to see what I could see. When I told my story, he only laughed at me. And then he went into his kitchen, lit up a cigarette. You can guess what happened next. He lost more than a bet. That day his faucet caught on fire. Flames were tumbling down the drain, smoke was getting high. The more it turned the water on, the more it fueled the blaze. I wondered what was going on, was it the end of days? Hey there, please don't get me wrong, I'm not no echo freak. You know the type who tells you what you should do and think. But I don't think it's asking much of any son or daughter that anyone should have to deal with a burning glass of water. That day my faucet caught on fire. Flames were tumbling down the drain, smoke was getting high. The more I turned the water on, the more it fueled the blaze. I wondered what was going on, was it the end of days? I wondered what was going on, was it the end of days? What ended up happening there is the methane was somehow leaking out and going into the groundwater and polluting the drinking water. And so we found out that his water was unusually hot when he happened to put a cigarette lighter next to the water faucet, and flames fanned out. I think about time a lot. Think about time and how it goes, especially when you get older. You think about time, and you think about all of the lessons that haven't been learned in history. That we'd all be better off if we took history to heart a little better. Sometimes late at night, I wonder why the world ain't right. Patterns keep repeating, the story's still the same. People pointing fingers, it's a shame. Sometimes late at night, wonder why the world's lost sight of those who came before us, who tried to end the curse of leaving folks behind a little sometimes late at night, I wish that we could all see the light that's hidden by confusion, 'cause we don't understand the truth of what it takes to be a man. Sometimes late at night, I think about these things and I write. Words fall like embers that burn into the page. Sure is hard to get some sleep these days. Time ain't like a river. All great rivers bend and flow into the ocean, where they end. But time waits for no one. That arrow never turns. You'd think with all this knowledge we would learn, that we would learn. Well, lots of things happen in your time, with your time. There are various aspects of love that songwriters write about. Take a little sip here. This is one of the aspects that sometimes happens. This tune is called Jane and Hal. Here's a story about Jane and Hal. One was my honey, one was my pal. One was cruel, could not be mean. The other took me to the clean. Well, Jane, she had this roving eye. Was she with me or another guy? One day she'd swear her love forever, but she was always looking for something better. Walking, talking, she'd say to me, it's here with you that I wanna be. But something in the way she spoke made my life go up in smoke. Although you say convincingly it's here with you that I wanna be, there's nothing I can count on you for, except when I call you walking out the door. Well, time has come, the truth be told. Your words are weak and they're getting old. The only thing I can count that's true is the fact I can't count on you. I once had a friend named Hal. swore to me he was my pal. Through thick and thin it always be. The army man, he said to me. And one day he sobered up, pressed his lips to a coffee cup, stole my car, my watch and chain. Then he made off with good old Jane. Although he said convincingly, it's here with you that I want to be. There's nothing I can count on you for, except when I call you walking out the door. Well, time has come, the truth be told, your words are weak and are getting old. The only thing I can count that's true is the fact I can't count on you. That's old Jane in Hell. Hope you don't have a Jane in Hell in your life. This song's about climate change, global warming. So I wrote this back in let's see, around 2000, 2002. Or at least to me, it became evident that climate change was real, and that temperatures were going up, and that people had a lot to do with it. It's interesting to note that some people not only don't believe it, which, you know, I could understand. The Earth is a complex system. But they don't want to even research it to see if it's true. And now if it was true, I think half of Florida would be underwater. I don't know. Loves to go shopping in his SUV. A car that large is rocking, yeah, fits him to a T. When he looks behind the wheel, hears that engine whine. He doesn't think of the gasoline that is burning all of the time. Will it be now or later when he gets a clue? Global warming is coming, baby. Gonna get you. I make so much money I could buy me a continent. Gonna build me a trophy house with every compliment. A fridge as big as Venus, a stove as big as Mars, with all the modern conveniences, you see, 'cause I'm a star. Will it be an hour later when he gets a clue? Global warming is coming, baby, it's gonna get you. The glaciers are all melting and the Arctic's turning green. Polar bears have seen their lairs go floating down the stream. Well, the harp seals have changed color, they no longer white. They're now bronze complected and extremely uptight. Will it be now or later when he gets a clue? Yeah, global warming is coming, baby. It's gonna get you. Glaciers are all melting and the Arctic's turning green. Polar bears have seen their lairs go floating down the stream. Well, the harp seals have changed color, they're no longer white. They're now bronze complected and extremely uptight. Will it be now or later when he gets a clue? Yeah, global warming is coming, baby. It's gonna get you. Global warming's coming, babe. It's gonna knock you on your face. It's a huge disgrace, global warming. SPF 163, all that's left for you and me, global warming. Well, getting to brighter subjects. What's one thing you can count on in life? Hands. You're right. It's the love of a dog. I've had dogs for, 40 years. Long time. I got a friend good as gold. She's the best in town. Can't be sad or wear a frown. She's around. She's so good, never lies. She's my buddy at my side. Yeah, she's a good old dog. She's a friend indeed. Morning comes, has this way of getting me a-going every day. Lunges me, gets on my face, then she kisses me. Kisses grand till she knows I understand. The day's come, time to rise, get some clothes on and go outside. Got a friend good as gold, she's the best in town. Can't be sad or wear a frown, she's around. She's so good, never lies, stays steady by my side. Yeah, she's a good old dog, she's a friend indeed. Throw a ball against the stoop, she catches it in one fell swoop. Loves to run, loves to play. Just one more thing I can say: when I die, bury me with her bones right on my knee. I rest in peace, ain't no lie, never have to say goodbye. Got a friend good as gold, she's the best in town. Can't be sad or wear a frown, she's around. She's so good, never lies, stays steady by my side. Yeah, she's a good old dog, she's a friend indeed. Well, that's about all of my dogs that I've had. And just so you don't think I'm prejudiced, I also have cats. Those for a long time. It's a country tune. It's about the music business. People sort of ask me about the music business sometimes and how pleasurable it is. It's about going down to Nashville, becoming a star. At least you think you're going to become a star. I always sang for quarters, pennies, dimes as well. Singing on the corner outside the Ritz Hotel. I always had my freedom to do with what I pleased. When I'd awake each morning, a moment I would seize. And then one Sunday afternoon, just after I'd begun, you stopped and gave a listen to the songs I sung. You clapped your hands together, said the time was right to take me down to Nashville, put my name in lights. Oh, I don't know for certain who you really are, but you seem so impressive, smoking that cigar that I signed on the dotted line. Sign my rights away, you'll make me a big star, so you said that day. Well, I worked on my recording at your studio, but the sound that I had wanted, you said would have to go. You asked to change a line or two. There I really erred, but when the session ended, I didn't recognize a word. Oh, I don't know for certain who you really are, but you seem so impressive, smoking that cigar that I signed on the dotted line. Sign my rights away, you'll make me a big star, so you said that day. Well, the record sold some copies, I got some applause, but now I sing 6 nights a week as demanded in that clause. And my lawyer's getting richer, my agent just as well, and I still play for quarters, and my freedom's gone to hell. Oh, I don't know for certain who you really are, but you seem so impressive, smoking that cigar that I signed on the dotted line. Sign my rights away, you'll make me a big star, so you said that day. Yeah, you'll make me a big star, so you said that day. Let's see. I think I'll do a couple more songs for you, and we have to tie it up. Hope you come out and see us sometimes. Lenny Solomon, www.solomonband.com. You can see where we play. If you care to write to me, you can write to me. You can send me an email. It's Lenny at Lenny at solomonband.com. I'd like to hear your comments. A few years ago, I went to a poetry slam, and it was actually the first poetry slam I'd gone to. I was used to hearing poetry, but not in the emotional way that it was done at this particular event. And I was standing in the back of the room, and there was a poet who was really into his story. And in the first row, there was a woman in a red dress who was taking it all in as if it were rock and roll. I wrote this for her. Trembling desperation in every word he spoke. Near and far places where visions even go of people who'd fall and their lives still in spin. They all were in his universe, the play that he was in. Like the time in Barcelona when he was on the drunk. Knives were flashed, chips were cashed, thought his ship was sunk. He sailed the 7 oceans, walked the Serengeti plain. Well, he served up a litany that was longer than a train. The woman in the red dress loved his poetry. Closed her eyes, moved side to side to his verbal imagery. Till the woman in the red dress words weren't for pleasantries. They were the means that formed the streams of her memory. Now it's early springtime, still a touch of frost. But she's so hot to hear tonight, what is won and lost. To her it makes no difference that he's never been to Spain. She just loves to hear about his passionate refrain. The woman in the red dress loved his poetry. Closed her eyes, moved side to side to his verbal imagery. Till the woman in the red dress words weren't for pleasantries. They were the means that formed the themes of her memories. They were the means that formed the themes of her memories. It's been great to be here and sing for you. Hope you like it. I've always had music in my life since I was a kid, and there's a joy about playing music that just is hard to describe. I tried to do it in this next song. There are 2 other characters in the song. One is Bill, who's my guitar player, and Don, who's my bass player. And this is for all of you. I hope you have music in your life. Met them both several years ago in a honky-tonk in Tupelo. They're players in a band. I'm going to start this song over. You'll have to edit. Actually, I think I'm going to do another song. I know what I'm going to do. Well, this is the last song I'm going to do for you. By the time you see this video, probably the election will be over. And we'll either have an existing president or a new president. The one I liked the best was the former president, President Bush. He was an inspiring person for me as a songwriter. Why is all this whining about everything I do? I don't care about my ratings. Who elected me is you. You don't got no insurance. Can't afford to drive your car. If you just had some character and faith, you would go far. You see, it's not my problem. The hole you sunk in. You had it coming to you. For living life in sin, let's go to Mars. Forget about your cares, let's go to Mars. We'll bring a case of beer, let's go to Mars. I bet the hunting's good, we'll bag me one of those aliens. Mount 'em on my hood, let's go to Mars. No global warming there, let's go to Mars. Where we can pollute the air, let's go to Mars. Be first to touch that soil and plant me a flag so we can drill for oil. Don't bring up that dirty war I started in Iraq. It's liable to upset me, and you better not do that. Don't you criticize me, it just hurts the troops while defending all of my interests, or while they're dying in their boots. You enemy combatant, I wish you a what for. I'll ship you down to Guantanamo, and then I'll slam the door. Let's go to Mars. Forget about your cares, let's go to Mars. We'll bring a case of beer, let's go to Mars. I bet the hunting's good, I'll bag me one of those aliens and mount 'em on my hood, let's go to Mars. No global warming there, let's go to Mars. Where we can pollute the air, let's go to Mars. Be first to touch that soil and plant me a flag so we can drill for oil. I'm still a toast of Texas, just ask in any bar. Although I screwed the country, they still think I'm a star. There's neighbors, trust their neighbors. That's why I tap their phones. It keeps their freedom ringing, and I feel less alone. Even though I love them, that's just where I'm at. Besides, a rumor has it that one's a Democrat. Let's go to Mars. Forget about your cares, let's go to Mars. We'll drink a case of beer, let's go to Mars. I bet the hunting's good, I'll bag me one of those aliens. Mount 'em on my hood, let's go to Mars. No global warming there, let's go to Mars. Where we can't pollute the air, let's go to Mars. Be first to touch that soil and plant me a flag so we can drill for oil, let's go to Mars. No global warming there, let's go to Mars. Where we can't pollute the air, let's go to Mars. Be first to touch that soil and plant me a flag so we can drill for oil. Thank you very much. Have a good